Hey there, VCE HHD students. My name is Andy. I'm a VC Health and Human Development teacher. This short video, we're looking at 5 common mistakes to avoid in the VCE HHD exam, number 4. This is relevant for Unit 3 and 4 HHD for the 2025 plus HHD study design. Before we dive into this video, just a reminder, there's a range of ways you can engage with the Health Resources Hub. If you're on our YouTube channel at the moment, you can subscribe with the button in the bottom corner of the video there, and that means you'll get alerts to all of our new videos as they come out across the year, especially in the lead up to the HHD exam this year. Also got our website, thehh.net.au, as opportunities for HHD students and teachers, and there's been a few things added to that recently, so if you haven't been there lately, please check that out. Also got our Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook pages where you can follow us and get alerts to our new videos and other opportunities, and also our email, info@theh.net.au, if you'd like to get in touch. Also, before we dive into this video, if you're a Unit 3 and 4 student and you're after some course notes and practice questions in the lead up to the exam this year, you can head to our website and you'll see there is a drop down under the student section where you can head here and fill in this form to get access to our course notes and practice questions. These cover all the different areas of study across Unit 3 and 4 and are really useful in the lead up to the HHD exam to make sure you're across all the relevant glossary terms as well as the key concepts, and to look at some easy, medium, and hard practice questions with sample answers for all of those. Okay, so number 4 here in relation to these common mistakes to avoid, and this is something that definitely happens year on year in the exams, is that students don't make meaningful links to the SDG key features. And so what that means is there's often questions in the exam that ask how something can influence the achievement of one or more of the SDGs, or how the SDGs might be linked to one another or to a particular program or case study. And so what happens is that students often fall into that trap of making links just to the name of a particular SDG and not the key features or the key aspects of the particular SDG. So what you need to make sure that you are across as part of your exam preparation is those different key features. And that means that you need to make sure you know more than just sort of the name. And if you're referring back, okay, to just the name of an SDG as part of your response to a question in the exam, you're unlikely to be going into the amount of depth that it's required, okay, to achieve full marks, because we want to know that students know more than just the name of each SDG, that you actually know some detail about what is trying to be achieved for those particular SDGs. So here is just a brief sort of example. So in relation to SDG 1, no poverty, if you're referring to somebody that maybe has a job and is able to earn an income, okay, but you're referring to how that could help to just reduce poverty or contribute to no poverty, then that doesn't show the same level of understanding as linking the job and income to eradicating extreme poverty for all people everywhere. And so that's a key feature, or sometimes referred to as a target of that particular goal. And so you don't necessarily have to have those sort of targets word perfect, but I think that you need to have some of those sort of key phrases, okay, when you're trying to link into those features or aspects or targets of the SDGs, so that you're able to demonstrate that you know more than just the name of that particular SDG. And so this is obviously demonstrated in the key knowledge point in relation to SDG 3, where it says you have to know, okay, key features. For the other SDGs, okay, I would recommend knowing 3 or 4 of these sort of similar key features, okay, to the ones that you've learned for SDG 3, but obviously each SDG has their own. And so I would always recommend also to students for SDG 3 that you know all the key features of that particular SDG, not just sort of 3 or 4 like the other SDGs, because the key knowledge point in the course refers to key features of SDG 3. So it indicates that in theory you could be asked a question about any of those particular key features in the exam. Often you're given choice regarding which key features you incorporate into your response, but that is not necessarily always going to be the case. So I'd make sure that for SDG 3, okay, you know all the key features, and probably 3 or 4 for the other SDGs would set you up well for the exam. And just make sure you're referring back, as I've said, to more than just the name of the SDGs. And if you have a look back at some past exam reports for questions that have been about the SDGs from 2018 to 2024, this is reiterated a number of times that students need to link into more than just the name of the SDG to achieve full marks in those questions. Okay, hopefully you found this useful. If you're after some extra practice questions for HHD in the lead up to the exam, you can head to book.acevc.com and you'll see you can order a copy of this revision question book I've worked on this year. It's got over 500 marks worth of practice questions, a full chapter on extended response questions with sample questions and sample answers, and also a full trial exam as well. Or you can head to our website, as I mentioned earlier, for our course notes and other practice questions. Okay, thanks so much.